Good morning, dear students. Today our topic will be lecture 11, Electronic Dictionaries and their Deficiency in Translation Procedures. My name is Gulnoza Giyosiddinovna Radjabova. I'm a senior teacher of the Department of Method of Teaching English Language. In today's lecture, we are going to cover the following aspects. Presupposition for electronic dictionaries. It means why dictionaries came into existence. Electronic dictionaries. The movement from traditional to electronic dictionaries. The main features of electronic dictionaries, evolution of electronic dictionaries, and types of electronic dictionaries. Let's start the lecture and main specificity of dictionary making process in modern period. What is it? Why it is different from those procedures which happened, for example, 100 or 200 years ago. As you know, the development, the history of dictionaries is quite long. For example, 4,000 years ago, last lecture we mentioned that first dictionaries, yes, came into existence. That nowadays, yes, with the development of technology and the most important internet, yes, technology have become basic since the most dictionaries apply and employ data taken from massive corpora. Next lecture, I will explain what is corpora and how it can be applied. But in today's lecture, that corpora, I will just mention that corpora is electronic collection of a lot of text. For example, if we take COCA, Corpus of Contemporary American English, it contains about 1 billion, could you imagine, 1 billion and 200 million words. Yes, and modern dictionaries, compilers depend and rely on personal computers, on internet and different applications while compiling online dictionaries. So it means one of the basic specificity of modern era of dictionary compiling process is reliance and dependence on the technology and internet. So these sources include, yes, powerful processors and of computers. Yes, it is also very important while compiling because they make the process of compiling dictionaries easier and more convenient. Major corpora like BNC, British National Corpus, or Corpus of Contemporary American English, COCA, yes, as I mentioned before, COCA. And software applications such as Wordsmith and Conch, these applications also help the lexicographers to compile modern era dictionaries. Online dictionaries and encyclopedias, as you know, and most of you, if not all, nowadays use not printed dictionaries. Yes, they nowadays they become a bit obsolete. They are really in use. Mostly learners prefer using online dictionaries, or even if they are online but in electronic version. Online translation applications, they are also type of dictionaries, and they can be used by dictionary compilers but lexicographers while creating dictionaries. And now our cell phones, smartphones, which are in a frequent use nowadays. So, and we also have some limitations, yes, that lexicographers face usually. How do you think? What are they, these limitations? Okay, yes, the limited amount of space in the paper dictionary, yes. Why? The basic presupposition why electronic dictionaries came into existence, that paper dictionaries are limited. For example, if we take the biggest one, yes, Macmillan Dictionary, most of you, I'm sure you saw it, that it is big, it is heavy, it is not convenient to carry, it is not mobile. That's why one of the basic limitation is a limited amount of space. One more limitation is limited access they had to the data in the dictionary, since only alphabetically ordered head words could be searched for. For example, if you want to search the derivatives or some collocations, some phrases which this word contains, yes, or have, you have to search more, yes, because only alphabetical ordering can be appropriate for. So one more limitation is linguistic complexity, yes, for example, polysemy. You know that most words in English, and not only in English, they are polysemantic in nature. So it means that they have multiple meanings. For example, if we take the word set, yes, the word set, it has more than 400 meanings. Could you imagine? 400 meanings. And it is not possible to insert all of these meanings in one this dictionary, printed dictionary format. That's why it is one of the limitations. One more thing is idiomatic expressions. As you know, there are a lot of idiomatic phraseologic expressions in English language, and not all of them can be included into the format of printed dictionary. Yes, different colloquialisms, yes, and some problems with translation also, yes, of these dictionaries. So, and drawbacks of electronic dictionaries we also have. So we right now enumerated the drawbacks of printed dictionaries. Limited access to the data, there's limited space, lexical complexity like idiomatic expressions or polysemantic words or synonymic words, yes. And we also have some drawbacks of electronic dictionaries. One of them is cryptic form of information. So what does it mean? Electronic dictionaries often replicate the layout and structure of paper dictionaries. Especially later, I will explain the types of electronic dictionaries, yes, and the chronological development of these dictionaries. But as you see that, and sometimes result information being presented in a cryptic and hard to decipher manner. Yes, it is very hard to decode. Yes, it is not flexible while searching. It's the same as printed dictionaries. So one more, the use of cross-references, yes, in electronic dictionaries. From one point, yes, on the one hand, it is very convenient to use, but on the other hand, it is very not comfortable, not convenient to use, because electronic dictionaries may still rely on heavily and cross-references, which can confuse users and disturb the flow of looking up the information. For example, if you they are all hyperlinked, if you press the word and it can bring to other words, and this cross-referencing to some extent can be not so convenient. One more limitation of electronic dictionaries is entry word-oriented ordering principle. Yes, and it means that many electronic dictionaries still follow the entry word-oriented. It means ordering principle, which can be difficult for users to navigate and find information quickly. So if you, for example, have electronic dictionaries with the search button, yes, with the search graph, it is more convenient. But anyway, they are in alphabetic order, and somehow it can be difficult to search information like collocations, like other polysemantic words and meanings of these words. So now let's speak about advantages of electronic dictionaries. As you know, everything has its positive sides, negative sides. We already mentioned the negative sides, but regarding positive sides of electronic dictionaries, they are more accessible. Yes, all users can get access to all the words. For example, more space. Yes, and if you, for example, you can hardly find some words which are rare in use in printed dictionaries. Electronic dictionaries are larger, and that's why are more access to more words of English. User-friendly, yes, they are user-friendly, they are mobile. If you have your smartphone, if you have your laptop or computer, so it means that you can get access to these dictionaries in an easy way. We have either online and offline dictionaries, but electronic dictionaries, yes, that's why very convenient to use. So, and such features as search functions, hyperlinks, yes, multimedia content, and interactive tools in dictionaries, yes, are being integrated into electronic dictionaries nowadays, yes, to enhance the user experience and make them more effective tools. For example, you can listen to the pronunciation, not all the words, entry words, yes, which you are searching for, but also the examples. And it is very convenient for users to navigate and to search and to find the words and meanings. And so features, let's speak about the features of traditional printed dictionaries. So first feature is large body of text with codes among different categories. So texts are in the printed dictionaries, yes. When you open any printed dictionary, you can see the entry word on the beginning, yes, then some coding like nouns, yes, grammatical categories like pronunciation, transcripts, etc., and definitions and polysemantic or homonymous words are also provided. In some dictionaries, synonyms, antonyms are also provided. Some dictionaries also provide printed dictionaries, examples of these categories, yes. And coding, this coding used to vary depending on the age and condition of the files, yes, ranging from simple typesetting instructions to a structured data format. And typesetting codes indicate how specific parts of the text should be formatted, such as italics or bold, yes, and these different typesetting show you help you to navigate and find the words in easy way. For example, entry word can be given in bold, examples can be given in italics, and etc. For example, look at this example, yes, at this picture. Visibility, yes, it is given. How many syllables are there, yes, in this word? The transcript, noun, uncountable, yes. First example, as you see, it is given in one, definition is given in one typesetting. The visibility, for example sentence are given in the other typesetting. That's why some prepositions, useful expressions are also provided. As you see, useful expressions are given in bold. That's why this coding for printed dictionaries is also very important. So now let's speak about the e-dictionaries. Yes, what is e-dictionary? According to Schreiber, yes, the Schreiber, electronic dictionaries targeted as humans are collection of structured electronic data that can be assessed with multiple tools, enhanced with a wide range of functionalities and used in various environments. So it means that it is collection of structured electronic data. This data is structured electronically and stored electronically. Let's speak about machine-readable dictionaries. Machine-readable dictionaries, MRDs, yes, have a great potential for being used in linguistic research. Yes, they are relied on natural language processing. What does it mean, natural language processing? They refer to natural pronunciation. For example, printed dictionaries, they don't allow you to use the language to learn how to use the language naturally, while machine-readable dictionaries give access to natural language processing, which benefits machine translation and has its application in systems that automatically summarize text or extract specific bits of information. So it means that while searching, you can filter your search button, yes, and search the information which you really need while searching, while using electronic dictionaries. Three-step typology of machine-readable dictionaries, yes. First, human-oriented electronic dictionaries is an answer to the question, who accesses the dictionary? Who uses? Who is a user, possible user? For example, it depends on the purpose, on the user, and how this electronic dictionary is compiled. For example, if it is for children, for definitely collection of examples will be adapted and will be given in easier form, and some multimedia information also can be given in more adaptable, in more easier way, with more pictures, with more illustrations. Yes, in case the electronic medium, the question what is accessed, yes, refers to robust machine and handled devices, yes, how you are going to use, yes, in which way, the convenience for usage, yes, user-friendly functionalities are included in these machine-readable dictionaries. And as for the last question, where does one access the dictionary data? And here it is the distinction between standalone computers, for example, you can use it only in your PCs, yes, and networked computers, for example, they are online, yes. We, as you know, we have offline and we have online dictionaries. That's why this is also where it can be used. If it is used by wide community, it will be online. But for example, if you don't have internet access, or you are going to use in your own personal computer, you can find buy the CD discs which these dictionaries are inserted in and use it in your personal computer. So let's speak now about the stages of e-dictionary evolution. How, yes, this process happened, in which way it took place. First one is magnetic tape period. Yes, and during this period, it was developed since the 1980s, yes, and also it is, for example, Merriam-Webster Collegiate Dictionary, 7th edition, was available for research on magnetic tape as early as in 1960s. Could you imagine? 1960s, first 7th edition of this Merriam-Webster Collegiate Dictionary was created and published in magnetic magnetic tape. The next stage is floppy disks. Yes, some of you, I'm sure you already know what is floppy disks. It happened, for example, in our context, it was 20, 30 years ago, such floppy disks, not 30, but 20 years ago, definitely these floppy disks exist. So, and for example, in Collins, in Great Britain, Collins English Dictionary, 3rd edition in 1991, it was created in floppy disks. So, as you see on the picture, such floppy disks which exist, and these all dictionaries were recorded, yes, and inserted in such disks where users can use afterwards. Next stage is this stage of CD disks, where dictionaries were inserted first, yes, in 1990s. English foreign learners saw the first electronic dictionaries which were in CDs, and Macmillan English Dictionary for Advanced Learners, 1st edition 2002. It is produced on a paper and on CD-ROM. Yes, so users can buy not only printed version but electronic version of this dictionary. And nowadays, the most modern dictionaries, they are online dictionaries, yes, with the advent of internet, yes, it happened gradual development of online dictionaries, and now the numbers are almost infinite, yes. And the last decade of 20th century, yes, lexicographers were concentrated on assembling and trawling digital language data for research purposes, because creating electronic dictionary, it is not possible only to scan the printed version and to move it to electronic ones. No, because it is very important to digitalize this data and make it change the format of the data which is stored not electronically, for example. And let's speak about the types of internet dictionaries. There are 4 types: copycats, faster horses, Model T Fords, and Rolls Royces. They are taken, these like types were taken according to the speed of how this dictionary process and can be used by the users. If we take copycats, for example, they are most primitive online dictionaries created by scanning, as I told, of photographing existing printed dictionaries and putting up the files online, for example. It is called like copycat. Nowadays, we have such dictionaries, especially specialized dictionaries, scientific, for example, methodological dictionaries. Yes, they are copycats. Shukin's dictionary of methodological terms, for example, Richard's dictionary of terms on methodology, they are copycats. So, and they look like this. Next one is Faster Horse. Faster Horse still modeled after paper dictionaries, yes, and similar to copycats in that they allow faster research, yes, faster research by making only restricted use of new technologies. So it means you can use them faster, but again, they are based on printed version dictionaries. The data is not digitalized yet. Next one, Faster Horses, yes, still modeled after paper dictionaries are similar to copycats in that they are allow faster search and making only restricted use of technologies, and such dictionaries are still static and non-customizable and to user needs, and they predate the compilation of dictionaries which exploit the potential of electronic medium. So it means that these dictionaries are faster, but still they need some based on paper dictionaries. Model T words, the defining characteristics of Model T words, they are adaptable, dynamic microstructure as well as interactive options they offer to identify user needs and context of dictionary use. Nowadays, our modern dictionaries are mostly Model T words, yes, and if you look at this one, for example, Oxford English Dictionary, and this picture, there is allowance of search terms, yes, there are some filters to search, yes, allowed, and the development of words, their etymology, some synonyms, etc. More search possibilities, yes, and different pages. It means that it gives bigger, wider word profile under the research. Rolls-Royces, it is the last, yes, Rolls-Royce, and they are in the process of compilation. Compiling to driverless cars, for example, nowadays, yes, which automated cars, Rolls-Royces can be compared with this one. They need to combine access to selected data in a prepared database, yes, and in order to take it in relevant data that can be recreated and represented in dynamic solution. So it means that nowadays lexicographers are working on Rolls-Royce type of electronic dictionaries, which will be next generation of dictionaries, and I'm sure they will be more complicated, more convenient to use, and user-friendly. So in conclusion, I would like to tell that evolution of online dictionaries represent a remarkable transformation in how we access, interpret, apply lexical resources, yes? From their beginnings, for example, as digital replicas of printed dictionaries, they have advanced into dynamic interactive tools. Nowadays, electronic dictionaries are advanced interactive tools which are tailored to meet the diverse needs of users, of us. Yes, and the integration of multimedia, real-time updates, yes, personalized features, and cross-referencing capabilities has shifted dictionaries from static, comprehensive to user-centered platforms. Do you have any questions? Thank you for your attention.